I am a disciplined and patient market trader. I am calm and focused when trading. I understand that trading is a game of probabilities. I allow my trades to play or free of interference. Money flows to me easily and frequently from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I trust myself. All good things come to me. I deserve abundance. I am a disciplined trader. I always stick to my trading rules and my trading plan. I see the market clearly and objectively, free of bias. I am surrounded by money. Abundance is my birthright. Wealth comes to me from many different sources. I allow the universe to bless me with abundance now. I trust that I will create abundance. I am magnetic to money and it is magnetic to me. I move from poverty thinking to abundance thinking. I am becoming more and more prosperous every day. All right. Great grand rising to the royal family, Ankh and Ma'at. If you guys can see me loud and clear, please do drop a 111 in the chat. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, drop a 111 in the chat for me, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to kickstart this thing. We're going to kickstart this thing. We are live on YouTube as well. Sooner or later, we just might go live on Facebook as well. Let's just see how that rolls. All right, so for those of you who may not know me, if this is the first time meeting me, if this is the first time viewing this channel, first and foremost, I want to say great grand rising to the royal family, Ankh and Ma'at. If you are new to this channel, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if it is that you like the information that will be shared today, feel free also to hit the like button and share this information as far as and as wide as you possibly can, so more people can get to realize the power of this skill set of trading in the largest financial market in the world, that is the foreign exchange market. Ladies and gentlemen, as we kickstart this morning, this is Profits Before Sunrise. We have a unique strategy that was developed over an extended period of time, over the last 5 years, where we have been able to get in and out of positions in only 3 minutes, utilizing options trading. This is not the standard leverage trading that we all know and love. This is binary trading. We do leverage trading as well later on in the night with Profits After Dark, but that is more exclusive to our members only group. If it is that you wish to join a mentorship program, or if you wish to join a session, join a team or a community where we are able to trade together, grow together, and learn together, definitely Beyond the Charts would be the place for you. If you want to learn more, just go ahead and drop that in the chats or the comments below. You can just drop learn and we will gladly reach out to you. Or you can send me a personal DM via WhatsApp or any other mediums that are out there, and we'll help you get started. All right, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to kickstart this morning first and foremost by starting off with fundamentals. There are three different ways to analyze the market. You have fundamental, sentimental, and technical analysis. We are strictly technical analysis traders, but we do look at the fundamentals. We are aware that fundamentals can affect the way you trade in the market. Therefore, we are not going to ignore the fundamentals. We need to know what's going on. And in order to do that, we look at forexfactory.com. So forexfactory.com is a very awesome site. We use it, like for example today being February, I have my filters on so nothing is showing right now. Let me go ahead and turn that off so you guys can see what it is we see when we look at the forexfactory.com website. I'm going to throw these all back on, and we're going to be looking at all these currencies, apply the filter, and so you can see now Wednesday, February the 14th. Oh, I need to add back my my impact. So all the news events will be there. Great. So today being February 14th, Wednesday, February 14th, we would have had news at 2 o'clock a.m. GBP CPI. Guys, we saw what CPI did for the US dollar yesterday, right? So we're going to be looking at GBI. Well, we're not going to be looking at GBI. It's already gone, 2 o'clock. It's not going to affect us. But we're looking to see if there's anything that will affect us now when we're in the market for 5 o'clock a.m. All right, and as you can see, nothing here. By the way, before we go further, I want to also mention that this information that you'll be getting is for educational purposes only. This is not to be taken as financial advice. Trading involves risk, so you have to apply proper risk management. Okay? And if you're trying to trade along with us and you're watching this later on, guys, it's not going to be live for you. I wouldn't even suggest that you try to do so now because there might even be a delay. I don't know. But this is for educational purposes only. All right? So just learn. That's the best thing I could suggest. Learn. Whatever you earn, whatever you learn, you can earn in it. All right. So just like you've learned other skills, you have the ability to learn this skill. Now grab a pen and a paper and take some notes because note takers are money makers. All right. The faintest ink is better than the sharpest mind. So take some notes as we shift into the next gear. So we see that nothing is affecting us here. We're going to switch on over to the currency strength meter. Now, the currency strength meter is to help us identify which direction we're going to be taking the market with different currency pairs. We trade currencies here. We're not trading crypto today. We're not trading stocks today. We're not trading indices today. We're trading Forex today. We're trading currencies. And the currencies that we typically look at are EURJPY, Euro USD, USDJPY, and AUD USD and AUDJPY from time to time. All right. Now, what we're going to be doing is looking at EURJPY first. Why? Because that one has the greatest difference between the three, not AUD, excluding that for now, but Euro, JPY, and USD. The Euro, the Japanese yen, and the US dollar. We're going to be pairing those up in three different ways. All right. First one is Euro, JPY. Because the Japanese yen is stronger than the Euro, by only 1 bar, yes, it is going down. So it's going to be considered what we call bearish. It's going down, but it's only by 1 bar difference, which means that the momentum going down may not be that strong. So you might not get significant movement in the market towards the bearish direction. It might just be trickling down that way, right? So you can't expect any massive movement out of our areas of resistance or supports, which we're going to learn about when we get to the charts. All right. So you have Euro JPY 1 bar difference with an up arrow on Euro. That's important. What that's telling us is that the Euro could be getting stronger, right? It could be getting stronger in relation to the Japanese yen to the point where they might even be consolidating. Euro Japanese yen might be consolidating. All right. So we're going to look at that. So Euro JPY. Next one is USD JPY. Again, 1 bar difference, but no arrows here. All right. So the arrow on Euro went away. Great. So no arrows here. So again, Japanese yen being stronger than the US dollar will mean that we are going bearish. All right. Bearish, we're going down because the Japanese yen, the second currency, is stronger than the first. So a cool little tool that I use to remember it. If the first is greater, you're going up. If the second is greater, you're going down. All right. And you can see Euro and USD are neck and neck. So that's equal. That's equal. So it means that neither one is going up nor down. You could have a system where it is consolidating. And then when we switch on over to AUD, AUD is massively greater than Japanese yen and US dollar. It's stronger. Therefore, it is going upwards, no doubt about it. You see how much information we can garner from just looking at the currency strength meter? Well, let's see if it's true, eh? Let's go over to the charts and see if what we have just established is true. Remember, EURJPY should be going slightly down. USDJPY should be slightly going up. Euro USD should be neck and neck. And of course, anything paired with the AUD right now is going to be bullish. So swing on over with me over to Trading View. Trading View is where we analyze the market. Okay. Trading View is where we look at various different assets. So let's swing on over to Trading View. All right. And there we are here. Trading View. Boom. This was the major move yesterday with CPI. Okay. That was the major move, guys. Trust me when I tell you that was some stuff yesterday. Amazing what happened with CPI news. It was just simply really awesome just to see how it moved. All right. Hey, Sir Mo, I see you. I see you. All right. It was an absolutely fantastic thing if you knew what you were doing, right? To watch the price push up. If you understood the fundamentals, if you were studying the fundamentals, if you were on Forex Factor and you saw that the actual number that came out was greater than the forecasted number, then you would have been able to push up, all right, with the market. So that was extremely interesting. Oh, JMax, I got you. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? That's what's up, guys. All right. So let's get started looking at Euro JPY. All right. And we're gonna get started looking at Euro J. Which trade did we take last night? Was it Euro JPY? Oh, it still fell, right? Still falling. So we probably got stopped out on that. No doubt. Yep, got stopped out on it. It just kept falling. Or did it? Yeah, it did. It just kept falling. Let's see. Yeah, we got stopped out on it. But that's not to say it's not going to move because that was the movement that we were looking for off the floor. And it literally bounced off the support here and just continued moving down. And guys, if you remember when I said it's probably best to wait for it to break and show us the movement to the upside, I think that was about right here, 8:15, yeah. Notice it broke and continued moving to the downside. At no point did it really give us that upward push, right? Past 9:45. It respected it here and then tanked again. This would have been an ideal place to get in, but it was 3 o'clock. So we can take that loss. And that's all right. So as we look at EURJPY, let me go ahead and clear the charts for you. All right. Just kept dropping, did it? All right. So this is where we are right now. We can see that we had a change of character to the upside. Where is the change of character? The change of character is right here. This candlestick here gave us the change of character to the upside right there. So we were moving down from all the way up here. We were creating lower lows and what we call lower highs, and it just kept going down and down and down. Finally, we broke structure right here. Okay, so now it seems like we could potentially be swinging to the upside. All right, but remember, Euro JPY was pushing downwards. Japanese yen was stronger. So let us continue to look at the currency strength meter, and we can see it's still 1 bar difference for Euro JPY. So we are still going to assume that same downward momentum. Okay, and we're below the moving average as well. So a good place for us to take a position going back down would be off this ceiling here, which means that we could be pushing back down off the top, right? Or you could wait for price to actually break below this low here, and that could also be a potential shift to the downside. All right, but ultimately, you know where ultimately would be the area of interest for the continuation of this bearish movement? It would have to be right here. All right. Now, the only reason, ladies and gentlemen, why I'm skeptical now about this move is because we had a change of character to the upside, which is the breaking of this high, the forming of this high, and the forming of this low that was higher than this low. That has me curious, okay, as to whether or not price is going to continue pushing to the upside. If it does, ladies and gentlemen, we could be looking at an upward move. If she breaks the moving average, we could be looking at an upward move like that. Now remember, the 1 bar difference, which would indicate that it's not moving up as strongly with strong momentum as we would possibly like it to, right? So you can see that it's very much struggling to break this area. You had one candlestick here that failed, another candlestick that's failing, another candlestick failing, another candlestick failing. That's 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes of failure at this level. See, each one of these candlesticks represent 5 minutes in time. All right. So you have 5 minutes here, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes here, and 5 minutes here. So this one, ladies and gentlemen, is kind of tricky, all right, because you have an upward momentum in a downward trend. You have a change of character to the upside, which could also indicate a shifting trend, but you also have an upward trend right now. One of the things that you can do to find that out is turn on your zigzag, and you will see that the price is actually trending up and down, up and now down. All right. So we need to wait to see if we're going to get a pullback to the 61.8 or possibly a 100% retracement to then continue pushing up. But this is a sell that's happening right now for 515. We got here a bit late to focus on it, but this would definitely be um, a trade that you could possibly clear on EURJPY. Okay. So if this is too many markings, let me go ahead and take some of these off. And let's look at the RSI. So RSI was indeed lined up to drop. This could have been a potential entry for a sell signal going back down. All right. So I already have a student that cleared the EJ at 515 mark. That is awesome. I couldn't get to take it because I had to explain it. All right. Had to explain it. Why it is that you could be taking this sell here, but there's also a possible uptrend here as well. So great, guys. I'm glad to see that you took that trade to the downside and cleared it. Let me just walk you guys through how that would have looked on the 1 minute time frame. So you could have taken that trade. So remember, I was saying to you guys that it is a 3 minute strategy that we use, that we utilize to get in and out of trades. So at 5:15, when we had that rejection, it would have been right here. Okay, so you had a rejection at 5:15 right here. If you were to take this on the 3 minute trade strategy, you would have lost that trade because you'd have entered here on the closing of that candle. But after 3 minutes, because these candles now represent 1 minute per candle. This is 5 minutes over here. This is 1 minute. We look at the 1 minute for entry. So 1, 2, 3, it actually ended up higher than where you entered. So that is where you would have taken an L. You actually ended up higher. All right. You ended up higher. That's where you would have taken an L. So this would not have been a great move for us on EJ using the ready, set, go method. All right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, there is upward momentum going on in the market. I'm not going to just sit here and ignore what's literally happening with the price. All right. Versus what the currency strength is telling me, but I can see what price is actually doing and it's pushing to the upside. That's why I said to you guys, you have to be careful with this one because there's upward momentum. It's not like it has established its downtrend and we're in the downtrend fully, like we would have been doing further into the trade coming down. No, 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 no. This is moving to the upside. So I'm also going to position myself on my leverage on the leverage side of things. Also remember, guys, on leverage side of things to position yourself for opportunities for leverage as well from these ideas. All right. So you can see here where we're probably going to finally be buying up for EJ. That move we were looking for from last night, we possibly could be getting it now as we get the shift in character and the change in trend and the breakout of this downtrend. All right. All right. Point to note, guys, for my leverage traders, whenever we're going to be taking trades, it may be best to wait for price to be just simply trending in the upward direction before we get into the trade. All right. If it is that you do a pending order, nothing you can do about that. But I would suggest you drop that pending order in, even if you see only when you see us trending in that direction. So if it's a buy, ensure that we are above the green. All right. Yes, there's a potential for us to break out of the red and go into the green, but we don't know when that's going to happen. And if we're not at the charts, we're not going to know when that happens. All right. So just a point to note for future trades. All right. So that's it for EJ. So you guys can see it's breaking. It's breaking the level here, really pushing above. That's what I'm talking about. This upward momentum is taking over, and I can predict that because there is a change of character. All right. Does it always follow the change of character? Not really. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. And when it does, it's a good indication that the trend is changing. All right, let's look at USDJPY now. That should be selling 525. Again, 1 bar difference. And also after CPI, the market is going to want to correct itself. So also know that. Okay. So looking at USDJPY, I'm seeing upward movement in the market. Let me zoom out a little bit more. We were in a downward pull. We did not wipe out any any of the CPI news yesterday for the imbalance. We're pushing back on up. No problem. We are going to not ask the question why this is happening, but what is happening. All right. Learned that with the Zen trader this morning. And by the way, guys, if you're not on 15 minutes before the call, you're missing out on a great opportunity to read some very amazing, informative books with us on the book club. We're going through the Zen trader right now. And that's something we learned this morning from the Zen trader is stop trying to ask all these questions why. Why is it happening? But instead, be in the moment presently and understand or ask the question, what is happening? So we are actually in an uptrend here. That's the what. Why? Well, it's anybody's best guess why. But what we know to be true is that when you're in an uptrend, there is a pattern that is created. We have a break of the structure and we have a retest of the structure, and then we have a push up from that structure. So we have a resistance level here that was broken that will be retested as a support area to then take the market up. So we're looking to take trades off this area here for USDJPY. If it is that it gives us the opportunity, we're also going to wait for the RSI to go what we call oversold. That's 30% below. So once we get to the green line, we're going to start looking for buying opportunities. Maybe that's here at the resistance turn support. Maybe it is at the Fibonacci retracement level, the 61.8 or the 70.6 or the 78.6. Maybe it's there. Maybe it is all the way back down to the 100% line. I don't know. All right, but we will wait and see. Whatever it is, we'll be ready to take advantage of that. So that's USDJPY. All right, and we can see on our indicator down here that USD is stronger than the Japanese yen. We can see that. The yellow line represents, this is an indicator I use, guys. The blue here represents euro, so that's down here. The yellow is USD. So if we're looking at Euro USD, it means that the second is greater than the first. We're going up, right? The green is AUD. So we know AUD is lesser than the USD, which was not what Forex Factory was telling us. So there's some discrepancies there this morning. But it is greater than the Japanese yen. The Japanese yen is white. So AUDJPY should be moving upwards. Euro JPY should be moving upwards, and Euro USD should be moving downwards because Euro is the blue, USD is above it. So that's the one we're going to next. We're going to Euro USD. All right. So we should be going downwards with Euro USD, and there you have it. We're moving downwards. All right. We're moving bearish. I hope you guys are learning something today. If you're finding value in what you're hearing, what you're seeing, what you're learning, guess what, guys? Go ahead and smash that like button. And it means if you're still here, it means that you like what we're sharing with you. All right. So we welcome you back here again next week, Wednesday, live. All right. So we're pushing down. Where was the last place that we would have taken our trade? Where is the last place that we could potentially take a trade? Well, it would have been on the bounce right there. So price broke out, retested it once, dropped. That was an opportunity. Came back up, retested it twice, dropped. That's an opportunity. And now we need to see if it's going to do the same. Is it going to pull back up, retest for another drop? Or will it break through the floor, retest for a drop? Now that's the $1,000,000 question, right? So we're gonna put an alert on the 70 mark, and we're gonna allow price to come up touch that, and then head on down. All right, so we're looking for that and that. All right, not sure which one we're gonna get, but we'll wait and see. All right, and then the high, of course, is up here. So we pushed on up, got rejected, fell. We're pushed back up, got rejected, fell a couple of times. Now we wait to see the next move. Okay, so we're selling with Euro USD. All right, so let's swing on now over to AUDJPY. Remember, AUDJPY should be buying, and rightfully so it is. All right, so AUDJPY is buying. All right, AUDJPY is buying. All right, clear, JMax cleared the 1 minute on the EU. You're welcome. Oh gosh, it's great to see the interaction over on YouTube here, guys. Running Zoom and YouTube simultaneously. But I really like the growth of the YouTube channel of late. We're growing, guys. We're growing. We have a couple thousand views so far, over 8,000 views, 345 subscribers and growing. Listen, we're gonna make the world understand that we know how to trade over here. We know how to trade over here. All right. So we're looking for the breakout, the retest, and the upward momentum for AUDJPY, or the bounce back off this floor for the upward movement on AUDJPY. And you can see here we already got the bounce right here. It wasn't the bounce that we would like to have because we're literally very close to the green, right? And pushing up. But we could potentially get a bounce here as well, okay? To head back on up. Or we can come down to here, bounce, head on up. All right. So that is that. You know what? As we grow here, JMax on YouTube, I'm gonna have to get some moderators to moderate the chats with me. So yeah, that'll be fun. So I'm waiting for this here for price to come down to touch that and then push on back up. All right. So we're buying with AUDJPY. We'll make that green. How about AUDUSD? AUDUSD is also showing some buying signals. The floor would be here. Currently, right now, that's the last floor that was created. We are seeing that USD is stronger than the AUD on the currency strength meter down here. So I'd be a bit skeptical about that trade. I'd be very careful with my risk management on this trade, how much I'm risking. Because with the AUD, with the USD being stronger as the currency strength is stating, what that means is that we could see a push to the downside. Okay, so if you try to get into a buy off this floor, what could potentially happen is price could actually break through. So I'm not saying don't take the trade, I'm just saying manage your risk. See, trading is all a game of probabilities. All right. That's why some people say it's gambling. I don't necessarily say it's gambling, but at the end of the day, guess what? You don't know if it's going to go up or down. You cannot say it for a fact. So with that being said, there is a probability that something might switch. There's also a possibility. All right. And possibility is different from probability. We don't go with possibility here. We go with probability. We go for the highest probability trade ideas. All right. So yes, it's possible for price to break through, but it's more probable that it's going to bounce off the floor and head right on back up. Why? Because that is what it's been doing. All right. You can see if I extend this over somewhat, right? You can see that it did it from 4 o'clock, 4:40 this morning. We've been in this zone, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Look, guys, see? See? There you go. It's pushing right away. All right. That's actually the 5:30 candle. It's 534 now. That's a buy opportunity off the floor for AUD USD. All right. So that's a buying opportunity for AUD USD. So one could have taken this, drop down to the 1 minute time frame. I'm just going over the strategy with you guys. All right. Let's see. Price drop down to here, 530. You're waiting on a convincing candle. This doesn't look quite that convincing, but hey, the RSI is lined up. It's 532. That's a signal to get in. You get in on the closing of this candle. 1, 2, 3. You're in it to win it. All right. You are in it to win it. Let's see here. How do I do this? Interesting. Not sure how to do that right now. And I can't deal with that right now either. So that's AUD USD. All right, let's swing back over to the 5 minute time frame. And I'll set an alert to see if we're going to continue on that upward momentum. Now somebody says, so Mark, how did you know it was going to go up? I didn't know. Again, higher probability. Why? Because we've been pushing in an uptrend, right? We've been above the green. And once we're above the green, we're buying. It's a higher probability trade for you to go with the buy versus the sell if you are above my 200 moving average. All right, my exponential moving average here is indicating a buying arena. So you should be buying. So why would I sell right here? No, I'm going to be buying because again, it's possible, yes, but it's more probable that it's going to go up. All right. All right, so we have two more currency pairs to look at. GBP USD is the last two. GBP JPY and GBP USD, the last two that we're going to be looking at here. And GBP JPY, obviously, you can see it's dropping. This is the CPI for GBP today. Let's measure and see how many pips compared to USD yesterday. Only 59. All right, only 59. Euro USD is calling our attention for the sell. All right, she's saying I'm pushing up, and that she is, but she's not quite where we would like her to be. There is a high here, however, that she could be respecting. So let's keep our eyes on that, guys. Keep your eyes on Euro USD. USDJPY is also pushing close to where we need her to be. All right, so let me get my broker set up over here, ensure that I'm ready for USDJPY. All right. So we're pushing closer to the RSI 30% line. We have touched the zone. So our next opportunity is going to be at 540 or 545. I would really prefer the 545, but let's just see. All right, if we get it at 540. So also keep your eyes, guys, on USD JPY. I'm going to go ahead and refresh the currency strength meter once again, seeing where JPY is still bearish, 1 bar stronger than the US dollar, the USD, the currency. So we wait on that. We're getting some rejection. No, possibly not going to be able to make it all the way down. That's your call. If you want to get in on that, based on the fact that it kissed the support and could potentially be turning up, that's your call, guys. I am going to wait, however, to see it give me some more movement. All right, so going right back over to GBP JPY, we should be selling. So I'm going to look for the opportunity for the sell side for GBP JPY. As you can see, we looked like we pulled back about to the 61.8 on that move. All right, so the 61.870 and the 78.6 in this area, you guys know that's the golden ratio for me. It is now 539. Okay, waiting for that 540. So we saw the Fibonacci retracement being respected here. This is the floor. This is the high, right? Price needs to break back through that level and keep on falling before I can get into an opportunity. I need to see it push, break here, pull back to here, and then keep going down. Or we could pull up to here, respect it, and then drop also. Okay, that could also be a possibility. When you have CPI dropping like this, though, a lot of times we have a retracement to take out all this imbalance. So I'll be very careful also. I'll look at GBP JPY very closely to see if she's going to break above to start climbing back to undo all that drop back up. Okay. USDJPY is now 540. We're already getting that reaction. And again, guys, like I said, um, you could feel free to take this because it did touch and it is turned up and there she goes. All right. So I did not get the opportunity to get in because my system would not have allowed me to pull the trigger. I actually follow my system to the T. Don't go off my emotions anymore in these markets, guys. I've been burnt one too many times. So now I wait for my system to give me the trigger. And my system would usually say, wait for the price to break below the green line here and start to push back up like it did right here and here, and then get into the trade. But as you guys can see, it's respecting the floor and it's pushing up. So if you took that trade for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, well, let's see if you're going to get that clear. I'd love to see you get that clear if you took that trade idea. Okay. But if it continues to move, I need to wait again for it to break out of that high and give me another potential swing to the upside. Okay, so that's USDJPY. Sunburned. Trust me, I know. I know. All right, GBP USD. All right, so GBP USD is also giving us nice momentum to the downside. We also should have gotten a CPI drop here, as you can see, yes. And we're pushing to the downside. So another potential sell opportunity coming up here, right? We can see the respect here. So we need to see price breakout, retest, and give us the move to the downside. Or we need to see her come back up to here, retest, give us the sell side. All right. And that's about the size of it, guys. All right, right where we are now, though, it seems like we could be getting a push back up to that level, creating a double bottom. So I'm just going to set an alert on my RSI. So when she's back up there, I'll be notified. Okay. Now, some people, guys, will take this opposite trade, They'll counter trend trade and take the buy, but that's not how we trade here. We're gonna wait to go with the trend. All right. You've always heard that old saying, the trend is your friend. That's what we practice here as well. All right. The trend is indeed our friend. All right. So red, red. All right. So let's back up. Oh, we didn't even look at the DXY today to see what she was doing. Nothing out of the ordinary. Broke, change character, and is pushing up as expected. Right? So we did not get the fall right here, but we got the breakout and the retest. So she gave us the breakout, the retest, and now she's pushing up. Let's see how far she'll go. The next potential place for her to drop would be on the downside, coming down, 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 down. The next potential for it to drop would be here, right there. All right, that's the next potential area for it to drop. So she could make her way up to here, then drop. That's what I'm saying. And then we'll see her create another change of character because we're in a good uptrend for the last, from December. From the 28th of December, we've been in a nice positive uptrend on the DXY, the dollar. All right, the US dollar index. So let's see how much longer it's going to climb. All right, USD is going through some things right now. The Congress, the Senate, actually just passed a spending bill for the wars that are going on to help aid to many of the countries that are in crisis right now. So, who knows? CPI came out yesterday. Consumer price index was the actual was greater than the forecast, which means that, people are spending more, which is good, I guess, for the currency, but that also creates inflationary measures as well, because guess what? Our income and wages are not going up. So, that could create a problem for the dollar as well. We'll have to just wait and see. Okay. So let's go back to EURJPY. All right. Back down to the 5 minute. All right. So we're still faltering here. The new candle is starting is 5:45. We're literally just about touched the line, so you guys can make the decision if you want to take that trade or not. I'm gonna lower my risk. I'm gonna lower my risk just for demonstration purposes and put my clock on 3 minutes here. And just for demonstration purposes, let's see what's gonna happen here at the 58 second. If you get a convincing candle that is red, that would indicate a possible entry. All right, but again, we are in an uptrend. We're coming up to the EMA. We are below it selling. This trade setup is a tricky one. It's a tricky one, I tell you. So just be careful with this one. All right. So the 58 just came. Slight doji right there. Slight doji right there on this. So if you were quick enough to take this, you'd have been here. I was not quick enough to take it. The doji literally just turned into a doji on my broker, so I'm still not in the trade. But I'm seeing that second candle looking nice. So if you were in it, that would have been it right there, guys. That would have been it right there. All right. If you were in it, that would have been in it right there. I was just too slow at pressing my sell button on the closing of that candle. And there goes the drop. All right. Could we potentially get another move? Don't know. I'm gonna follow through with it. The RSI is almost there. The 58 is coming up in 3, 2, 1. I'm still gonna go with it. There is going to be a pullback coming back up, possibly to about right here. All right. And if she pulls back up to there, that would be another opportunity. But she's running. So hey, maybe she might continue to run. I don't know. But she could pull back up to here. Okay, so let's see how that works. USDJPY, let's see. All right, so we are still getting that push up on USDJPY, having not made or oversold condition. I would not have been in this opportunity here, but again, some people could have taken it because it would have met their requirement, meaning that it came and touched the zone and it was close enough. You see, that becomes very subjective. What's close enough? Is it 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point, 5 point? What what constitutes close enough, right? So I need something definitive, something objective. And that's why I have my objective trading decisions. As a part of the mentorship program that we have here on Beyond the Charts, you get documentation like the objective trading decision that helps you to make decisions, right? You get documents to help you create a trading plan. 90% of the traders who I've spoken to have not been able to become profitable will all tell me when I ask them, well, what's your plan? Did you have a trading plan? 9 times out of 10, guys, they're gonna say no, they don't have a plan. All right. Which is troubling. All right. Clearly, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So here in trading, you have to have a lot of self-discipline. You have to have a lot of patience and you have to be consistent. Not having those things, guys, can put you into problems here in this market. All right. So that's it. Let's go back over to EURJPY real quick. As you guys can see, price did push up, like I said, back up to that area. She has not dropped back yet, still pushing up, right? Still pushing up. So I'm seeing where I could do another entry right there. Did not get to make it, but that could have been a double up right. Ooh, did it go through? No, it didn't. That could have been a double up right there to take it down. That could have been a clear, but that might be an L because price is still pushing up. And I went super low risk, guys, because again, this is a funky trade. All right, funky trade. All right, so let's keep it moving. Um, Looks like she still wants to push up. There she goes, pushing all the way up, breaking through the high. Time now is 5:50. Let's see what she does here. All right, let's see what she does here. What's going on over here on YouTube? Y'all taking trades? KJ says, what is that RSI indicator on TradingView? What is that RSI indicator? It is the RSI indicator. You just said it, KJ. That is the RSI indicator. We use it in the overbought, oversold condition. All right, so EURJPY is about to give us yet another move on the 58 second. You guys can make the decision if you want to take that or not. All right, that would have been your entry here as you get that rejection right at the EMA. Literally, that would have been your entry right there if you decide to take that again as price continues to push on up. But again, tricky trade. You are literally right at the the resistance area. Okay, tricky trade, guys. Tricky trade here. If you've ever seen a tricky trade, that's a tricky trade. All right, that's a tricky trade. All right, KJ, I hope that answered your question. What is that RSI indicator on TradingView? That RSI indicator, you said, what is that RSI indicator? It is RSI indicator. All right. Okay. Let's keep on scanning, guys. USDJPY. We're looking for that breakout. I did not set my alert on this one. Let me go ahead and do so. All right. Let's see. USDJPY is doing its thing. EURUSD, let's see. EURUSD is respecting that area. I'm not sure she's going to break out below that, but she is respecting this area that was created here so far. AUDJPY. AUDJPY is pushing up nicely from this area. We would have taken a buy on AUDJPY here, and it's pushing. All right. Let's see. And that AUDJPY was also a very good leverage position to get into as well. All right, she's pushing up. AUDUSD, let's see. All right, pushing up off the floor, pushing up off the floor. Again, the respect of that floor. Remember, we were talking about this when we got started. Yep, she's pushing right up. So you have to now wait for price to give us a move to the upside if we're going to go to the upside. But you guys can see price did give us what we were looking for. That would have been a push up. All right, break up this area here, retest, and a move to the upside would be the next move. GBP/JPY. Let's see, GBP/JPY. All right, let's see. Guys, by the way, EURJPY, if you took that trade, you are in profit right now. All right, I am about to clear in 3, 2, 1. Booyah! That's a clear. Like that sound. Like that sound. Guys, that 3% right there, that's a 3% move right there. So price push down here, went in at the closing of this candle. 1, 2, 3. That's the drop. That's how you trade and clear a position in 3 minutes utilizing options trading. And keen, keen attention to market structure. We enter trades with precision when we are using binary or leverage, but binary more so is precision because we're in it for only a brief moment. 3 minutes is all we need. Guys, do you have 3 minutes? Do you have 3 minutes of your time to make money? Can you dedicate 3 minutes out of the 1,440 minutes you have every single 24 hours? Can you dedicate three of those to make some money for yourself? Multiplying your own money? Can you do that, guys? Because that's what we just did. We were able to multiply our money in 3 minutes. Why? On my broker, it was paying out 85%. What does that mean? It means that if you did $1, you would have made 85 cents. If you did $10, you'd have done $8.50. If you did $100, you'd have made $85. If you invested $1,000, you'd have made $850, and so on and so forth. All right. So we're getting some alerts here now on a couple other pairs. So we already won the USDJPY, Euro, the EURJPY, we just won that. The USDJPY is falling like crazy right now, just melting. I don't know where it's going. It's going back down to the floor right here. By the way, guys, I forgot. I forgot. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I cannot ignore you guys like that. I'm sorry. I know y'all want to hear y'all song because y'all just cleared, right? For the folks in the chat, did you guys take that EJ? Did you clear? If you did, if you did, let's bust some guns. All right, all right. Now, so here, guys, we get that money. All right.
All set. Let's hit the road.
All right. So let's swing on over to USDJPY and look at this. It is now 5:56. This is the 5-minute candle that is just simply dropping like a rock. We are now oversold. So the next opportunity will come at 6 o'clock. Guys, you know I won't be able to take that, but definitely keep your eyes out for that one. Okay. Could be a 61.8 retracement, like I suggested earlier. If it doesn't respect there, the next place for it to respect would be the 61.8, the 70.6, or the 78.6 in this area. You guys remember me saying that? That this could be the opportunity here also. Okay. So be prepared for that move right out of this zone. All right. So she failed to give us the retest here. Not to say that she's failed yet. Okay. You still have 2 minutes to go, right? 57, 58. You have 1 more minute to go. So this could definitely still pull up and move from here. So do not write off the zone yet. Okay. All right, so that's USDJPY. I'm just going to scan through here before 6 o'clock. USD made this massive move to the made this massive move to the upside because once you get the bullish movement, that's the euro. When you get bearish movement, that's the USD pushing down. So euro just pushed up significantly. And we're going to be waiting to see if she's going to get to this area here. And that will be our entry, right, for 6 o'clock if that happens. AUDJPY, let's see. AUDJPY, we're literally at the high now, failing to break out. We could get the retest here for price to push up. All right, so we're waiting for that. AUDUSD, we're getting closer to the high here. So we need to see if price is going to break out, retest, give us that structure. GBPJPY, we're also pushing up. We're at a point now where we could get a rejection. The RSI is looking nice. So right there could be a rejection. Instead of making it up to here, it just respects here and drop. So that could be a reaction. And GBP USD is also at the high, potentially a change of character here. So I'll be careful of this one. All right. Price is actually at the area of retest now, breaking a little bit slightly over. Not to say it's going to break out, right? Again, on the closing of this candle, she could drop right back down and then start to sell. All right. So just be careful. It is 6 o'clock, guys, and you all know I'm very respectful of your time. It has been my plum-pleasing pleasure to share the charts with you today. All right, so let's see, let's wrap this up. Let us wrap this up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I am extremely proud of each and every single one of you who are able to actually join and follow along on Beyond the Charts this morning. All my mentees, guys, if you were able to participate and clear any trades this morning, awesome, awesome, awesome. EJ definitely gave us a lesson first, but then gave us a win after if you were consistent with the strategy and you saw the setup and you were okay to pull the trigger. Like I've said before, ladies and gentlemen, you have to take emotions out of this. You have to be objective. If you see your setup, if the signal is there, take it. All right. And take it consistently because this is a game of numbers. All right. The law of averages will work in your favor. So again, I'm extremely blessed to have each and every single one of you on the call. I look forward to you guys joining us again on yet another session with Jennifer Maxwell, otherwise known as JMax on the walls at 12 o'clock, where we're going to dive into more options trading on the walls. And then later tonight, we are going to dive into leverage beyond the charts, guys, but it's profits after dark. All right, we're going to be getting profits after dark with leverage trading. We post at least 6 to 7 trades, currencies per week, and we watch to see how they all play out. All right, so with that being said, may the divine forces in me greet the divine forces in you. May you all manifest each and every heart's desire. Ashe family, one love. Have an amazing rest of your day. This is Mark with a C. I'm out, guys. Peace.